Good day, I'm Zeyc, and welcome to Pixelmon Update 7.3.1. And well, I'm sorry that this video took a little longer, but I prepared something. So let's get straight to it. The first thing they mention is that they now have, well, Wishy-washy's school form. Though, so far as I'm aware, unless you're using the Poke Edit tool from Creative Mode, you can only get it in fights. Then, for the second part of the update, Zygarde now finally has all of its free forms. Technically, 4 or 5. And you can now craft a Zygarde cube with this crafting recipe. These are ultra deep sea crystals you can only get in, well, the ultra deep sea biomes in the ultra dimension. And once you have this cube, you can then find those in the wild. You click on them, and then your cube is slowly going to fill. You at least need the cells to actually get a Zygarde. The cores are, as far as I'm aware, only there for special moves. Once you got at least 10 cores, you can put it inside the reassembly unit. And the crafting recipe for the reassembly unit is like this, again with the ultra deep sea crystal. And if you have at least 50 cores in your core, you get a normal Zygarde. With at least 10, you get the dog Zygarde. And if you have 100, you get the freaking Megazord Zygarde. Now off to the other additions. Now, in the world, old fisherman NPCs will spawn, and if you bring them an old rod, they will, well, give a little comment about the old rod, and then you see the standard old rod. This wasn't there before. Let's take another one, as you see. Not there before. Now let's have again a standard. But the basic idea is those rods are just slightly different from normal rods. In that, well, you can now capture special Magikarp forms you can't capture with a normal old rod. And they have multiple. They have many different skins. Some are even blue, some have skeletons, textures and whatnot. And they're pretty much the Magikarps from the Magikarp Jump app. Though unfortunately those skins, they change nothing about the evolutions. If one of those evolves, it's just gonna be a basic old Gyarados. Okay, over to the next. They added a rainbow wing, and this item can only be obtained through creative mode, so unfortunately this is technically not obtainable through survival means. And you can use it to right click on a Ho-Oh to turn it into a special skin. Same for a Ponyta and Rapidash. And for the next thing, first off, Celebi does not spawn in the wild like any other legendary anymore. You now have to find one of these Ilex shrines. They, as far as I'm aware, spawn in forests. Which forest isn't really, well, what for? If there are forests they don't spawn, it isn't really known. I tried to find stuff about them in the configs and the files, though I couldn't really find anything. And if you find one of these shrines, get yourself a GS ball, click on it, and instant Celebi spawn. If those are like the bird shrines, then they'll disappear after one use, unless you change your configs that the shrines stay after use. And apparently you can now get the spiky-eared Pichu somehow through those shrines. Though how, I don't know. If you know it, please comment it in the comments. I'll then heart those comments so they'll, show up at the upper part of the comments. Then for the next part, Minior now has different colors. Beforehand, they were only in its basic pinkish color. Rhydon can now be captured with holding a protector, the item needed for it to evolve. Now, like in the old Pixelmon, before, Game Freak, shut it down. If you shear a Mareep, it's gonna be bald. And you can now dye a Mareep's wool again. And Feebas can now also be captured with their evolution item, though, if I remember correctly, 1% chance that a Feebas is holding it. And for the Protector and Rhydon, it's a 5% chance. Then, a few more decorative items have been added. A cash register, a workspace, armchair, a couch, a park bench, big TV and a small TV. Now, this is technically all what they added for basic edits, though a small thing you should probably know is down here you see the exclamation mark. They now added quests. When you start the game, you will get find village routes, find a village. And there aren't really many quests, and I looked at them, and so far none of them seem really worth it, because, well, most of them just give some berries, and I never really been into berries that much in Pokemon. And a few of the harder ones, or the ones you can only do a few times, give you a wooden hammer, and I believe evolving a Melton gives you a diamond hammer. But that's pretty much already it. Though, you can add your own quests. So, with all that done through, let's go over to what skins they added. So, they added a Sushi, Pyukumuku, which spawns at the ocean floor pretty much at all times. The alternative Kecleon, you probably know from the Mystery Dungeon games. In jungle, they only spawn in jungles at nights. Before I go on, all these skins pretty much spawn like the basic Pokemons, just, well, rarer. Then alternative Zoroark at plains at midnight. And, well, the Crystal Onyx, seen only in one episode of the Pokemon anime in, I believe, season 1 even, finally got its own skin. It spawns in mountains and mesas at dawn and morning, so pretty much from the start of sunrise to midday. And they also can be found underground, though underground they spawn far rarer than, on land. And obviously, if the basic form has the skin, all the evolutions now also get the skin. Then we'll have Lopunny got itself a beach skin. It spawns at cold beaches in the morning when there's clear weather. And as before, Mega Evolution also got the skin. Then beach skin for a lowland Raichu. This time on Stone Beach, dawn dusk and clear weather. And then some pink skins for, well, some bug Pokemon. All of them just spawn in the air. If they spawn there, then there's a slight chance that their pink form spawn there, and we have pink Beedrill, the pink Butterfree from, again, the Pokemon anime first season. And I believe this Butterfree is pretty much the reason why other Pokemon also got a pink skin. And yeah, pink Venomoth. Then obviously Beedrill, pink Beedrill also has its Mega Evolution with the skin. These Pokemon now, same thing as before. In case of the normal spawns, they can now spawn in their pink texture. And but though all of them spawn in the air, and there's Venonat, and for this I kinda need a stool because you're Misdreavus, Miss Magus, and well, obviously Nidoking and Nidoqueen. And here we are at the new special alternative skins for legendaries. As far as I'm aware, there is no chance without creative tools to get them. Though if you know how to get them, feel free to comment it. Again, I'm gonna check it. If it's right, I'm gonna heart it so it shows up at the top of the comments. And here we have the realistic Solgaleo, which, well, how realistic it is, you could probably argue about, but because that's apparently supposed to be peanut butter Solgaleo. No idea who got this idea, but okay. Here we have the alternative Rayquaza. As far as I'm aware, it's from an anime episode where Miss Magus turned itself into a Rayquaza, which pretty much, it pretty much has a Miss Magus skin. And then we have Alien Celebi, which I believe this time it's inspired by Invader Sim, the cartoon. And well, this is it for the legendaries. Now let's go to the last part of the updates, where they added a few new zombie skins. First off, Zombie Arcanine, Zombie Ditto. The Blastoise finally got a Mega Zombie skin, and so did the other. Well, not other. I believe the Gen 3 starters still need a Mega Zombie skin. But if you want to know how to get these zombie skins, I'm not too sure about those two. But if you get them the same way you get the starters, then there should be a quick and to the point tutorial on my channel about how to get them. So if you can't find it, click on the playlist for the how to get legendaries and stuff. So yeah, gotta continue. Zombie Mega Charizard, X and Y, Zombie Mega Venusaur, Zombie Ash Greninja, and Zombie Mega Gyarados, and Zombie Samurott. Oh yeah, before I forget, which I nearly did. In the configs, there's now an option for smooth animations in combat, though before you activate them, be aware, apparently they're quite resource intensive, so unless your PC is quite good, don't activate it. Also, birds in the background. Also, Melton's chances for spawning have been increased. And, well, that's it. Those are pretty much the biggest new changes for the new update. As a small reminder, this is Pixelmon Reforged. There is a different Pixelmon mod, Pixelmon Generations. As far as I'm aware, those two are pretty much the same, though they're slightly different. Though keep that in mind, this is not Pokemon at Pixelmon Generations. And according to the developers, this will be the last update before they add the Generation 8 Pokemon. So I'm excited for that. Hope you too. Now, as you can see, I probably put a bit more work into, showing all of this than I needed. Though I believe this temple style thingy I built looks pretty good. Pretty proud about it, though it's nothing too special in my opinion. And if you're interested in a Discord server for my channel, where you're capable of talking with me or with other fans of my channel and get information from me directly, for example, I thought about, using the YouTube notification thingy to tell people that I'm on it, because as of lately I've been a little bit lazy and life's just been shit. And I could have used Discord for this. But yeah, if you're interested in that, in the outro there should be a video called Where I've Been. Just comment on that video in the, well, obviously comment section that you want a Discord server. If we get at least 3 people to comment it, I'm gonna publicize the Discord server already got set up and make a video to it, because there's a little bit more things to it and I keep rambling on, sorry about it. But yeah, if you're interested in that, you know what to do. And I really need to end this. Thanks for watching, you're awesome, goodbye. Thanks for watching. Feel free to click on a playlist or other videos I made, also on the video for the music that's playing in the background, not made by me, made by Kumu, he's awesome. Our current subscriber goal is 500, and once we get there I'll make my own Discord server for my fans, where you can talk to me, request videos, give video ideas, and where I probably have some votings on what I'll do on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and never forget, you are awesome, goodbye.